control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. And it goes like, you could save me from my isolation. My mind's too complicated. I start these conversations. The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Stop this conversation. We got no relation. I have come, it's cold and losing my control. The light is gone, it's crazy. Cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. And it goes like, you could save me from my isolation. cold and losing my control. Your light is gone and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. You could save me from my isolation. My eyes too complicated. I stop this conversation. Your light is gone and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. And it goes like you could save me from my isolation. My eyes too complicated. I start this conversation. The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. You could save me from my isolation. My eyes too complicated. I stop this conversation. darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's start this conversation. Let's start this conversation. We got no relation. The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's start this conversation. Let's start this conversation. We got no relation. Darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's start this conversation. Let's start this conversation. We got no relation. And it goes like, you could save me from The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this
What is up, everybody? DallyItUp here. We are back with some more Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I did stream this. If those of you that caught it, I doubt anybody did, but I did stream this the other morning for about maybe 10 minutes. I was kind of rolling the dice. When I do my morning streams, I really only do it until like my family wakes up, and my daughter had woken up and I was able to lay her back down to go to sleep. I thought she'd stay asleep, so I figured I'd try it, and then she woke up anyway, so I ended up turning everything off and ended up deleting it. So there might be a short segment that you guys missed, which was literally just me going and talking to Sigurd, and then him establishing that he is heading off to the where the other clan is that was there before you, and then telling you to stay back because there's something that you're needed for, and that was right where I was at. And so I tried to just quit without saving, but I think the game auto saves, so I don't know if it actually did or not, so I guess we'll find out. Let me go ahead and get everything transitioned over here. All right. Get that saved. All right. You should be rolling now. Should be right around there. So we'll see. I kind of hope it didn't save anything. I can just redo that real quick on stream, but if not, that's the only thing we're missing.
Not much, but it is mine.
Okay, so yeah, so we got our room. Don't know if we saw that at the end of the last stream. We might have. I think we got the room and I ended it, so we might be okay. Might be right where we're at. And if so, that's perfect. Even if it's not, it's going to be pretty dang close.
We're ready to ride at a moment's notice.
Yeah, so we at least get to see this again. I don't think we missed anything.
The path ahead is bright,
With glory at its end. Farewell, Eivor.
How am I locked onto this?
Dad, leave.
There we go.
What was that about? Is Basim leaving us already?
Sigurd means to leave as well.
Is that true?
We know the sons of Ragnar have camped in the north. It would do us well to pay them a visit, to strengthen our ties to this land.
Is that where Basim has gone?
Basim's motives are his own. Leave it at that. We have more pressing plans. I am riding to Leicestershire, to a town called Repton. Eivor, I expect you to join me when you have finished here.
I can come now. I only need a horse.
Not yet. First speak with Randi. She has more than one task for you here. Apart from growing this settlement, you must seek out alliances as well. We cannot pacify England with so few friends.
Then I must join you, Sigurd, for I am a fitter companion on long roads.
No, Dag. You belong here with the raiders, and you will act as Eivor commands.
Ride in safety, brother. I will follow as soon as I can.
Yes, and I will keep our raiders sharp. Do as Eivor commands. Is he testing me?
He may be. Sigurd is a wise man.
I would sooner take orders from a louse.
Wasn't happy about that. What was that?
Eivor, my stable is a bit spared just now, but if you can build
What just happened?
better, I promise you the finest of beasts.
A bustling stable would be a great.
Was that meant to happen just now?
We'll see what I can do.
There you are.
You wanted to see me.
As Sigurd has so ordered, it falls to us to expand our presence in England.
He wants to forge alliances, ironclad, with every Norse, Dane, and Saxon here.
Right. We are the outsiders here. Making friends will help.
Where do we start?
My scouts come and go daily with interesting news and tidings, and I'm beginning to get my bearings in this fractured land. As I learn more, I can give you insight into each territory before you commit to a journey there.
Of course.
Once you have gained an ally in a territory, return home and speak to me. We'll decide your next move then.
I understand. So, where do we start?
You have two options just now. Join Sigurd in Leicestershire to the north and meet with the sons of Ragnar Lothbrok, or head south to Grantebridgeshire to meet an army of Danes led by one Guthrum Jarl and his second, Soma. And what's more, our young friend Hytham has been conferring with contacts of his own in the cities. I added his information to the map if you would like to know what he has discovered.
I want to see the Alliance map.
That one definitely ain't ready yet. But I think this is the one she suggested, and where he was telling you to like go and meet with like other people first. Like I think that's probably what we should do, is go do this before heading up to him.
Tell me about Grantebridgeshire.
A force of Danes, called the Summer Army by the Saxons, is camped north of Grantebridge at some ruins across the river. We should curry favor with their leaders, Guthrum and Soma, if we hope to win their trust and allegiance. My scouts did not meet them in person, so I can say little for the state of their army. Consider this a starting point.
I will leave right away.
Good. And may the blessings of Freya follow.
The like sound effect and everything when he went off was like mad Skyrim vibes. Oh my. Freaking polar bear. I thought that there, got that, and gone. Oh, that's mine. I was like, what is that? Can't see the photo I took. That's where we're headed. 160. Ooh. Ain't even close to that. I think we're at like just barely 20, 21, yeah. What's going on here? Oh, he's better? Oh yeah, a lot better. Kind of. Got a better block. I just got more, but I think it's two-handed. Oh yeah, because it removes. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, don't like that. Go. Alright, We got 2 skill points. I think anything health and damage related is kind of what we're focusing on right now. Just at the start before we start like divvying out into stuff. So stealth damage fall under the same category, I imagine, as assassination damage, but I definitely could be wrong. Ability. Stealth, but that leads to quite a bit of good. Yeah. We can go with this one and then slap that on. Because we'll try to get to these melee ones that give a nice boost. And then what is this? Oh, okay, nice. Definitely want that. We already seen these right before, but it wasn't there. Must have ran into all them on the raid. All that.
I need your eyes, my friend.
The last one. I went through every single button on the D-pad. Where is it going? Tell it's got a map marker and it keeps turning around, so probably a little bit of an unorthodox way, but I can go off foot if I have to go a certain way. Will work just fine. So at least we can see where it's at from here. Big open area. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but let's see. Usually means danger, but in this case, I think we're okay. Can we take any of these boats? That's the real question. You go faster than I thought you would in this. Why are they circling up there? Right here seems as good a spot as any.
Randvi mentioned this place. The last known location of the Summer Army.
And I remember back in the day, like the Assassin's Creed, I think it was Revelations, might have been Brotherhood. I think it might have been Brotherhood actually. of like the animus, like the glitches in the animus you'd randomly find on the map, and you could like go into like a glitched world. Old pillow. It's a good shot right there. I don't know. Nothing on that is good. Good, right about. What about there? I don't like that where it was at in the middle. Oh yeah, that looks good. High contrast on that. Definitely leave that where it's at. Yeah, no noise. Looks good. Did I just remove a marker? Overlooking it? Down here and get this chest. Dang, 23 iron ore? Good lord.
Without weapons. It's no way to die. That's true Christian behavior.
Slaughtered us in our sleep.
So, like, I'm so confused. Because according to this, it's like right here. Find and speak to the summer armies that. Okay, so just numerous ones. So just speak to whoever. Anybody I can talk to, I guess. Lots of loot here. I'm assuming, I guess the person that's got the blue over there is who we need to talk to, because nobody else has really let me speak to him.
What's got into you?
Yeah, let's get some.
Hail, What has happened here?
Who is asking?
Eivor, of the Raven clan. Did you and your men fail to take the village?
No. No, we had it for a time. It was nothing but a cluster of wattle and daub huts when we came. We made it lively. Gruntbridge was a thriving hub of trade and song under the care of Soma Ayalskona. But the Saxons took it back. They appeared within the city as if rising from the shadows and drove us out.
They just appeared in the city.
It was like they burst out of the center of the city itself, setting aflame everything in their path, shouting some nonsense about an ancient order of warriors. By the time I saw the fires, too many of us were killed or captured. Our Yarskoma, Soma, she bellowed a retreat and we took refuge in the ruins. But in the chaos we were separated. She and the bulk of our forces fled northeast into the swamps. I'd follow if we were fit to. We need her iron fist.
I can find Soma. Be ready when we return.
She'll be deep in the fog of the Fenlands by now. Find her longship. That's your best bet.
I can do that. Happens to be a boat right here waiting. Just my head in these waters goes back to Origins, and like I can't help but think about that. Is that it?
Wigman drove those Danes from Grantbridge like
This area is off limits.
slaughtered them like cattle too. Shame we have to take prisoners.
That's a long bridge right there, or longboat right there, ain't it? Oh, well you, bro, these boat controls are annoying. Come on, turn around. Should've just swam.
Soma cannot be far. I should have a look around.
Shame we have to take prisoners at all. They'll live just long enough to serve as an example to the others. Lord
I did not want to leap out. Grab this dude. They see me.
Less there.
I tell if that guy's gonna leave his post or not. Doesn't look like he's going to, so just keep looping around. Really kind of hard to tell. Yep, see, that's what I was talking about. Hard to tell where like stuff like that even ends at. Yeah, here we go. We got one coming. What I wanted to do with the rest of them was pull them in.
There. Beached longship. Dane markings.
Storm brewing there.
Have I even hidden here? Yes, sir. I could free them and an all-out fight would start. Or I can keep killing and kind of eliminate as many as possible so that there's not much to fight at the end. But that's probably the smarter move. So much here to stay hidden in. So.
Looks like trouble.
Down to, what is that? 6 left? Good so far. Those all bodies? Jesus. I realized what those were. Okay, I was too far away to draw any attention. They're also clustered right now. Trying to figure out the best way to approach this. I want to grab them on the edge, but this little cluster here is... I need them to separate some. This guy is, I think, coming because he wants it.
What's going on?
This game's a bit tricky, so like I'm hesitant when I do this stuff because like there's some where like you'll whistle and they'll just like see you out of nowhere. I don't know if I can get his attention. We'll try it. Yeah, sweet. Oh crap, that guy coming. Okay, he's down. I can loop on around. What is that? Oh, adrenaline. Okay.
Hey, what's going on?
Come on, bud. Come on. About got him. This is my favorite way to play this game. A lot of you guys might be like guns blazing, like to go in and just like do the combat counter the whole time, but I love being able to like clear a whole area without like getting caught. Like, it feels so rewarding. I wasn't sure who was going to come to that one. Figured he would because he's closer, but kind of a dice roll. Come on, keep it coming. So that goes so much smoother than like going and freeing them all and having some big giant fight. Alright, you guys are all clear. So these are all marked. Like, do I do anything with these? No, I didn't think so, so I just need to go free everybody.
Cut us loose. Hurry.
My thanks. You have done right by me.
What is going on? What am I stuck on? None of you or her? There we go.
Is your Jarl's Kuna nearby?
Not here. Soma dragged the Saxons east from her longship to tire them out and lose them in the fog.
The east? Does it even have an... Yeah, it says north. I don't know how accurate that... What am I looking at that's that way that's got a blue marker though? That's kind of what I'm curious. Like... A little worried. So, east from here... Be this way. We'll try.
You're still in fighting shape.
Okay.
Take him to the shelter for warmth. Slap some moss in that gash and wrap it well. Eggle, look at me. Remember the boars you fell, our first day in England. Hold his arms. 9. Large and fat. Fed us for a week. Yeah?
Jesus Christ.
You'll be chasing more in a month, my friend. You come like a Valkyrie out of the fog. We have no dead to give you.
You must be Soma.
Let's talk elsewhere. Give them a chance to rest.
Quite a hit you took. How many were lost?
It's kind of you to ask, but with so much blood in the water and death on the air, I'd know your name and purpose first.
Eivor of the Raven clan. I came for you, looking for a friend and ally.
I see. I'm Soma, Lord of Grantebridge. Though it seems an order of lunatics wishes to strip me of that title.
The Order of the Ancients?
Sounds right. The Saxon called Wigmund is one of them. He robbed me of my city, forced us into these swamps. I've rallied some of my soldiers, but my 3 advisors are missing. If we hope to retake Grantebridge, I'll need them at my side.
Tell me about them.
They are my best, my inner circle. Birna, Galin, Leave. We may as well be of the same blood.
If I can reunite them and retake your city, can I call you a friend and ally?
If you can do all that, you can call me whatever you want.
Who is this Wigmund? And what does he want?
He's a flailing elderman under the old king. A bitter man digging his
So he's
fingernails
part of the
into
Templars.
Grantebridge. Just to say he can. He's made many attempts to unseat me before. This time he managed a trick.
What happened to Grandbridge?
The elder man Wigmund seized it from us. I'm not sure how he managed, but he will not keep it. Not for long. He has supporters outside the city, but this attack seemed to come from inside the walls. From the heart of Grantbridge.
Let's find your advisors.
Agreed. We'll look for signs of their longboats along the river. And if we are swift, we will find them before the wolves do. The fog is more hindrance than hiding place now. Let's light the way back.
Alright, give me just a second.
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. I have come, it's cold and losing my control. The light is gone, the night is gone, it's crazy. The night is gone,
Sorry about that. We're back. I've had to come in and grab something real quick. I'm just following her? What's going on? Okay. Gotcha. Light the beacon. Believes the key to the home.
Burn long and hut, bright wolf of the branch.
Middleton
Guide
door
Soma's
key.
gilded warriors home.
Well, those three just popped up, so I'm assuming that's the three of them. Yep, okay. Nope, nope. Undrag it.
I know what you must think.
What must I think?
That it's foolish to search the Fenlands for so few people.
You told me the soldiers you lost were your best. Vital to retaking the city. Do you think it's foolish?
Not at all.
And why would I?
You have the look of one who does well with solitude. You're alone, a wanderer. It may be you think of soldiers as war fodder and little else. But these warriors are more than a blade and shield. They are my family, nothing short. I've lost a city this week. I will not lose them too.
I understand. And if your people yet live, we'll find them.
You want to fight the thing? It just showed up. It's the kind of game you can just swim casually. Find out. Seems to be okay. I don't like how close you are to a raid.
Show me.
But yeah, that's what we're looking for. All these freaking wolves everywhere. What's the raid? Is that this? That's over there. They're not killing. It literally says that's a kill shot.
Wolves. They've surrounded someone. Must be careful.
Freaking box, man.
Zunin, guide me.
The wolves are everywhere. There's that one. There's not one right here. All the rest of them are on that side, I guess. So this is wide open besides the one. This is a sketchy one. Those are freaking killer shots right there.
Aid me. Be my eyes.
Get all of them? There's no way that was all of them. Was it? Really? Dang. Why ham there? Didn't realize it. It dawned on me after the fact. I was like, why don't I just climb a freaking tree and shoot him? Definitely need to go get my arrows though. I definitely feel like there's more somewhere, but
Leave me! Run!
there they are. Maybe there's more.
Galen, you look terrible.
What happened here?
Saxons chased me into the fog, ran me smack into a nest of bandits. But Freya was on my side, and I saw them before they saw me.
Are you the only one of your crew left standing?
I am. Hardly standing myself. But with the blessings of Odin and Freya, they'll be feasting well with the gods.
I've set a camp not far from here, marked by a beacon. Go there, Galen, and recover. Eivor and I will find the others.
I'll head back to camp, and as I recover... And as I recover, I'll watch over the rest with a care that only Freya knows.
There's another one here somewhere. Alright, keep it moving.
He's a serious man, Galen.
Yes, and a man of the gods. He carries them around in his mind as a tree bears its branches. It makes his mind heavy, but it keeps our spirits light.
What do you see, Reason?
It makes his mind heavy.
This is like a bandit camp. Can't see nothing because of fog. Oof. Oh god. That's a lot. That's like 4 or 5 of them. May have dipped. I know there's more of them somewhere. Like filling up this path right in front of me. There's so many freaking wolves here, man. I'm gonna book it for this tree. I think that finished them all. Oh, something's fighting me. There it is. Can't see it. It's like part of a wolf's ability, they can just disappear. Brandon Sweeley just subscribed. Thank you for the sub. Welcome, welcome. What are you playing on? I'm on PC, but I'm playing with a controller. Playing through Ubisoft. Like one more wolf here. Don't know where it's coming from now. There it is. Got it. Okay, now we can loot up. Some of our arrows back. Thought you killed all them. There we go. Now we can go over here and investigate some, see what's going on with all this. They're just so foggy, it's hard to really scope out what's going on here. Oh, hello. Not worth it. Oh, there it is.
A group of Danes held captive.
Oh crap. Oh, there's like 20 people in the area. My bad. Love this game. My first Assassin's Creed. Oh man. If you haven't went back and played the others, you got to. I played every single one, beat every single one except Syndicate. Syndicate's the only one I didn't like, but that's just because personal preference. I'm not very into the Industrial Revolution. It's just not something I could really get on board with finding entertaining. You guys are all just like, what the freak is happening? Oh, I plan on playing more. They're so good. All of them. My favorite one is number 3. Not the third one, which would be, I believe, Revelations. Or Brotherhood. I think Brotherhood and then Revelations is number 4. But actual, like, Assassin's Creed 3. It's based on, like, the American Revolution. And very, very good. But I do not recommend playing them out of order. The only ones you can play out of order is kind of like Black Flag on. And even then, I still don't recommend that. I would recommend playing them all in order, but these aren't quite as bad because it's all like tied to like a post like Animus situation. I don't want to spoil anything, but like 1 through 3, which would be Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, and 3, all have one giant storyline that technically still ties into the current one, but all one giant storyline that is connected outside of the Animus. And so like in the Animus, 1 or 2 through Revelations all are the story of Ezio, but 1 and 3 are still very relevant. Very. Ooh, hold on. Somebody see. Bro, these guys have no idea what's going on. They're so good though. They are. Assassin's Creed, probably my all-time favorite series. Like, I have single-player games I've played that I enjoyed more than Assassin's Creed. Ooh, no shot. No shot. You didn't see that. Get out of here. You guys are on high alert. I'm mad. Yeah, like series-wise, is definitely the best like series I've ever played. And there we go. That was done. Get my arrows back. Didn't think that was gonna work as well as it did. Figured like eventually they'd be able to catch on and just like come to where the arrows were coming from, but you guys in just a second, just getting some arrows.
Not with the wind gone from my sails.
Alright.
If you would be so kind, I've had quite the day.
Look through the fog, Leave. Follow the beacon. Our camp is at its base. We'll return when we've found the others.
We'll head straight to the camp and see that everyone's ship's...
Alright, so we just got one more we gotta find.
Leave and Galen didn't always get along, but they've bonded since we took Grantbridge.
Sour blood between them?
In a way. Both considered themselves my second and hated the other four. But I do not rank my family like I do my horses.
Competition can mar the love between siblings for life.
It can also bring out the best in people, if the fire is still bright. There! Leaves longboat. I recognize the hull.
Oh. I was like, what is this? Video, we probably need to hit that too. Like, after we do this last one, we'll go hit that. See, it's disappearing so early.
Cast the darkness lad, my friend.
It's another camp, looks like. He's more than likely to be in there. Yeah. I do wish the eagle was a little bit better at like just marking people. Like in the other ones you could have like eagle vision where like everybody would stay glowing. This game's not quite as like definitive with its glow. Makes sense. I don't know the dangers in this game of swimming. That's one thing that has me a little worried.
This longboat is being us, I think. All scraped and bashed, it's hard to tell.
Saxons surrounding that old hut. There may be Danes trapped inside.
One's likely gonna be a fight while them gather around the door. I can at least pick off the ones that are by themselves.
No peace around here.
This guy on the horse thing. Multiple ones. Okay.
That's right. Tire yourself out. Weak little kittens. Can't even open one barricaded door.
You rot
That's Birna.
Come on over here, bud.
If my head was in a bucket of water...
Pretty sure there's nothing in the water that can attack you. See, yeah, like, if you play Assassin's Creed Origins, like, you'll have trust issues. Assassin's Creed Origins is set in ancient Egypt, and there's freaking, like, alligators. Or crocodiles. Pretty sure they're crocodiles. But these guys separate so much, we might actually be able to get them all.
Now what?
It's actually kind of funny. They cleared themselves out this. Investigate, or are you just gonna turn around? Ooh, dang. Still super important to, a little bit graphic. Still super important to at least attempt assassination to damage them quite a bit.
Soma! I knew I heard someone sweeping the hearth outside. We handle it just fine. Thinking of starting a new town, in fact. This house being our first.
Follow on, Birna. Leif and Gallin are safe at the camp we've made. Eivor, you meet us there when you're ready.
Thank you, Soma. And you as well, Sambini.
Sure. There's that treasure under it. Am I missing something in here? Let's see. I'm definitely missing something. There it is. I haven't really got into crafting yet, so I'm a little unappreciative of the iron right now. Like I see that pop up and I'm like, oh man, that's it. And then like at the same time, I'm probably like, oh, I'm probably gonna really appreciate that later on. So what is this?
Go, Sunan.
That one? And while we're here, we need to go do it. I don't like that mask being so close. I don't know what that's about. What is that? Roman artifact. Okay. That's a Templar thing, though. The other symbol. World event? We'll check it out in a second. That's the thing about games like these, you can get so distracted like when you're trying to do something and stuff like that pop. That's a little pointless. Probably does it again. Yeah. Anytime you're already like close to one of these, it's always best to just go knock it out. Or events get good XP. Okay. I'll check it out. Let me look at it on the map and make sure it's not something that like says a power level is required, because I may absolutely get bodied if I don't. Like for instance, if we scroll over it, does it have a level suggestion? Doesn't seem to have one. Oh. Let me check the Roman artifact first. Oh god, okay. Those things can kill you. Why can't I aim?
By all the backroads of the world! What ails my mind? Must be a hangover.
I ran a little bit too quick into that.
By all the backroads of the world! What ails my mind? Must be a hangover. My head aches.
Get this is too.
By all the backroads of the world! What ails my mind? Must be a hangover.
That must have been that artifact.
My head aches.
Oh yeah, I'd say you got an axe in it, bud.
Over here, good warrior.
Hi, stranger.
Excuse me, I have a slight pain. Do you notice anything on my head? It's an itch or a cut that simply won't go away.
It appears to be a battle scar.
Ah, as I suspected. It must be from my most recent battle. You should see the other man. He got the worst of it.
Worse than... I suppose it's possible, yes? If he's headless?
My arms are numb from battle. Does it need any dressing? Do you think it is a serious wound?
Yeah.
Good, Drenga. You have an axe in your head. It is grim. I will take it out, but you will surely head off to the next realm soon.
Ah, Valhalla it is. I appreciate your candid response. Now I prepare myself for the sights and sounds of the corpse hall.
I will relieve you of the pain it gives you. Send you down the Bifrost.
It is time. You know, there's a great...
All your enemies have been slain. Now, you rejoice.
Did we just get a nice axe? Is that what happened? That is a lot of XP. You get to keep that axe? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, it's broken? Dang it. Go put him where the artifact was. Alright. I don't know how far you can get me. Figure it out. Not far. Let's get out of this area before we try to use a horse. This area is like sketchy because there could be wolves and boar. Yeah, see, like that. I got my stuff out. Something's wanting to fight me. like that. Ain't none of these trees climbable. Got away from it, it seems. Try to turn this thing around. There we go. So foggy over here, man. So basically, like, as soon as you pull your friggin' shield and axe out, like, you know you ran into something. You're gonna see that before you see the thing. That's what I'm saying, like, you find those things and they only give you like 2, so when you find a chest that gives you like 30, then it's probably pretty good.
The beacon has drawn the last of my soldiers. By tomorrow our strength will have returned, and we can retake our city. I have not yet spoken to Leif, Birna and Galin about this. After my missteps, I worry what they must think of me.
It doesn't matter. What matters is how you lead them forward from this point on.
By Thor's hammer, I am glad we're together. In spite of our setback. Galin, you look well worn. Do not grieve the men you lost. They will be singing your praises in the Corpse Hall, waiting for us.
Thank you, Jarl's Corner.
Leif, you'd outlast any tempest.
It's good to be back, Soma. All as one. And know this, that I will follow you through the eye of the storm if you called.
Birna.
I'm delighted you're alive.
I'm delighted to be living. I lost so many after all this, but I still have you 3. That makes me the most blessed warrior in Midgard. And Eivor, you have more than proven your worth. Help us reclaim our city, and you will have an ally in me.
My blade is yours. For Grantebridge.
We'll rest for the night. Gather our strength and our wits. And at the break of dawn's light, we retake Grantebridge.
It's probably one of those where I can choose like ready or if I want to go do
Pass the
something.
night in our camp, Eivor. Take anything you need.
Okay, good. It just sims it. And I was hoping, I was like, I really don't want to be put in a position where like I gotta figure out where in the world the bed is to sleep and stuff like that. Just take me on to the next part. Wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but still.
Looks like more of Soma's forces followed the beacon back to camp. Garland, is that right?
That's right. You are Eivor, the infinite fighter, a forever warrior. It's a glorious name.
Many thanks. You were in a tight spot when we found you.
Indeed. The Saxons pursued me, ran me bloody through the swamps and into the lap of bandits. And the wolves
I like
came.
that you can do that in this
We all
game.
have our one
You
day.
might change the angle.
The day we die. How you greet that day is all that matters. I'm proud to say that I was ready.
Well, it's good to see you breathing still.
So I feel like they wouldn't all have talk if it didn't
Soma
want
says
you
you're the
to.
man who built her longships.
That's right. Each has a sharp keel, a stout mast, and a poem etched into the hull to sing the praises of the Dringer who commands her. A longship is heavy with fate. Just a few lengths of wood between you and a watery grave. What better place to put a line of poetry, hmm?
Agreed. It's good to fight beside you, Leif.
Likewise, Eivor. Thanks again for plucking me and my warriors from the mire.
So he'll probably like help make long ships for you. There's another one to talk to here somewhere. Over here. There she is.
You're Vienna.
And you're Eivor's sunbeam. You cut through the fog like the sun burns through ice.
You're in high spirits, all things considered. The ambush, losing your home.
In this moment, yes. But you feel that? The moment has passed. We are free to pursue the next. What a gift!
It's good to have you in this fight, Vienna.
I like you, Eivor. You may help me here or step on me, and by the look of you, I'd welcome either.
Yeah, so if you haven't caught on, like one thing that I do when I do my Let's Plays is I try not to talk over the cutscenes, because I like to enjoy these like they're a movie. I try to get them presented in the way that they want it to be presented, so I don't really try to interrupt it. Like what I'm saying takes away from this, like right now.
Let's take your city back.
That's what I like to hear. Meet me at the western gate of Grantebridge. We've assembled there.
Have care you do not enjoy taking orders from anyone but your Jarl back home. I fight for Sigurd, none else.
While you're on this ship, Dag, you fight for me, and for Soma's loyalty. We fight for her.
Any fast travel is added? Oh, for right here. We're headed right here. Do I have a fast travel here? Yeah, I can fast travel to these. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's the castle we went and first met them at, or met the one guy at. Yeah, you gotta fast travel in games like these, because if you don't, like I said, you'll literally walk and you're like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Oh, looky there, what's that? And next thing you know, like it's been an hour and a half, and like you never even went to what you were intending to go to in the start. I'm the worst for that, especially in like Skyrim. Skyrim's impossible. Like I feel like a Let's Play on that game where like you could not fast travel would be ridiculous. I mean, I'm 100% confident someone's done it. I just think thinking it out for myself, like that would be something I would get so distracted. There's just so much in that game, and I'm sure there is in this one too. Assassin's Creeds are all like that. I mean, just the main storyline alone in these games is like ridiculously long. They're so well done. Yeah, like that's actually like I envy the experience you're about to go through when you go through and play all those. I will say, if you're still here watching, I will say. I'm gonna pause. I didn't realize you're talking. I will say this: when you play number 1, it's not gonna hold a light to this one, and there's a reason for that. Its story is good, but it's kind of, you got to put yourself in the shoes of when that game came out, because it's very repetitive. And let me say that without giving away anything. You kind of go to the same places and you do the same things to achieve a similar goal, and then you move to the next spot, and then you do the same thing, and then you move to the next spot, and you do the same thing, and then you're back at the first spot again, but now it's a little bit different. Same thing. You do that like 9 times, and then once that's done, you have like the final part of that game. So like the first one feels very repetitive, but like you got to put yourself where like gaming was back then when that came out. Like the free range, like friggin' parkour playstyle was just not that common, and it just felt so good. And so once you get past number 1's story is great, don't get me wrong, like it really sets the tone for everything. Just the gameplay of it does feel a little repetitive. So just grind through number 1. Once you're through number 1, like it's smooth sailing the rest of the way. They're all so good. So just give you that kind of disclosure when you go into number 1. Plus number 1 has some really interesting stuff outside of the Animus as well.
Reject my offer of peace, and our conversation will have a surprise ending.
It is. I mean, it really is. Like, the things you do aren't not fun. They just feel repetitive. So, like, that's the best way I can put that. Once you get through number 1, you're good. And number 1's not bad. Like, I love number 1. So, like, but I love it because it was the first game like that I ever played.
Return Grantbridge to me, Wigmund. No more of our people need die. We may talk this out, lord to lord.
What are we to talk about? You have nothing I need. Worth by birth, heathen. I was born a noble. You were plucked from a giant's armpit.
I built this town. From a mud hut to a thriving port. And we both know you'll bleed those riches dry without my guiding hand.
Leave! Go die in the muck where you belong, heathens!
Wigmund, let's try one final time. Quit Grantbridge. And when she is mine once more, I may spare your life.
Ha! I command Grantbridge. I am master here. And I will scour you rats from this land like rot from a festering wound.
Let me give you some advice, old bear. The surest way to stop a wound from festering isn't with a blade. It's with fire.
Now! Thanes of Grantebridgeshire! Retain what is yours! You'll never survive!
Dang, missed both of those.
Look at Grantbridge. What has Wigmund
Just gonna have to
done
put these up. You can usually knock out a few that way.
We must free her first.
This game's combat's a little tricky. Like, it's not hard, but it is a little tricky. The stamina part is probably the trickiest part of this game. What are we doing now? Oh, those markers, people we need to kill? Gotcha. A little confusing because they're the same color as the marks on the one people's head.
Haven't seen Wigmund since we breached the wall. Regroup at the Longhouse. We'll surely find him there.
Oh, the combat is almost like Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I never played that, but I heard it was fantastic. Well, let me put it this way. I heard for the people who like that style game, they love that game.
No prisoners. No
But
mercy.
everybody I've talked to says like it's a game like you have to like that style to like that game. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Stand up, what are we doing here? Dang, I waited all that just to miss. Yeah, I'm done with that. Alright, let's keep it moving. I think my biggest issue with this game is like the counter part is a little off. Like, it's not that great. So like, I find myself like instead just dodging and then hitting, like taking the advantage of the opportunity like when it presents itself. What are y'all doing? Break the gate.
I'm at your side, sir.
Raise your blade to me. Fucking try it.
So it's probably heal.
The waters have calmed here. Go on. I weather the last of these whelps.
Like I'm getting more used to it as I play, but like it was definitely a big adjustment at first. I thought I revived you. My bad. I got you. But these arrows, man. I'll say I can usually hit better than that, but alright now, they're all over the place. don't think I left anybody. I think we're all revived and ready.
Wigman! You cannot hide from me forever!
Timing the dodge is key. There's a skill in the skill tree that slows down time with a good dodge. That'll be nice. Oh god, who is that? I'll let him do his thing. I figured that was just gonna go basically fighting what's his face? Didn't go his plan. This guy's way easier than I thought he was gonna be. His movements are really easy. He's so slow. I haven't used that ability yet, if you're wondering why I didn't punch the guy. I wasn't even sure what button I needed to push next.
Let your plague-ridden body feed my fields. Eivor!
No sign of Wigmund here. He may be hiding within the city walls. Shall we search?
No. He'll be gone. Count on it. Arger coward. But we've struck a bold claim today. Walk with me.
Well, she'd stand
I
up.
want you to sound our battle horn to announce our victory. Let all the Shire know that Grantebridge is retaken. The sound of the horn means prosperity, long life, bounty.
Why me?
Why not? You were the keystone to this attack. You turned the tide. Let the wind from your lungs breathe life back into my city.
I was not expecting that sound.
Look at you all! Warriors! Handsome! Beautiful! Blood-soaked! Grantebridge is ours once again! Tomorrow, you will stamp out the last of Wigman's fading fires. But tonight, we feast as gods! Hey!
What is going on? That was weird. How about everybody just kind of sleeps where they pass out at?
My clan throws the best feasts, I think you'll find. You enjoy yourself?
I did. But were you celebrating or mourning? You looked unsure.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I caught that too.
The night of the attack, I heard sounds of bloodshed coming from the Longhouse. In moments, the city was overrun with Saxons, so I called a retreat. We all have our one day, but not like that. Not that day.
I've heard this before. That the Saxons appeared as if from the shadows.
In all my time in Grantebridge, this tunnel was my most careful project. The best kept secret in the city.
Now 100 or more Saxons know the smell of it.
The only people who knew about this tunnel were me, and the 3 in my inner circle.
You believe you were betrayed?
I know I was.
By whom?
That is where I hesitate. Between Leif, Galin, and Birna, I cannot say. But they are the three who helped me dig this in secret. I hoped you might lend me your wits. You are a
I doubt it was
fresh ally.
intentional, but
I
Leaf was
could
the
use
one
your
that looked the
eyes and
most
ears.
like pissed off when
promised
she
you I'd help secure
went to
your
talk
city.
to them again
That
after
task's
getting them
yet
all back
done,
to
it
the
seems.
camp.
Good. I sent Galin, Leif, and Birna to destroy what remains of Wigmund's power throughout the Shire. Meet with them. Raid with them. Get to know them as best as you can. Find out which of them betrayed me.
A betrayal so wicked, I cannot imagine. Yet someone willing to break an oath like that must bear some sign or defect.
I need clear, sound judgment. I need you, Eivor.
You have me.
Thank you. Feel free to take a look around as you wish. Search the city, the tunnel, and here, a gift, for retaking Grantebridge with us. One of the few things I have left from my blood family.
The weapon, I'm assuming.
Soma, to understand your people well, I should better know you. How did you rise to the rank of Jarlskona?
My King Guthrum led the summer army through this land. When he marched into Wessex, I volunteered to defend the city. To encourage trade, so that our forces would be rich and strong if called upon. Guthrum agreed. So I grew the city up from very little, and I fell in love with her. It was a dagger to the heart to lose it, and a balm to have it back.
If I can find your traitor, what will you do with them?
I was curious how they were going to go with this theme for Assassin's Creed, but it's been really well. I've really enjoyed
A
it.
traitor or no, the bastard
Like
is also one of
Vikings,
my
like I wasn't
closest
sure.
people.
Like I mean, obviously anything that like
My family.
killed in
Only
history,
I will
like
bear the burden of
a lot
causing
would
their
work.
death.
But
It will
just
not
curious
murder
because
mine
so
or
out of the
any other.
box.
That is enough.
Why do you love Grantebridge so deeply?
I was orphaned young, but old enough to remember it. I feel I've been reaching for a family all my life. Grantebridge is more than some silver boom. She's a place for me to build that family. For anyone who needs one. Wanderers, smugglers, and craftsmen alike.
That's all.
Good luck, Eivor. Thank you for doing this.
You if I get right next. Maybe like slightly behind, just so it kind of looks like we're standing together. There we go, that's better. Alright. I'll explain what I'm doing here in just a second. Okay. There we go. Alright, so if you're curious what I was doing there, that's how I get my thumbnails and stuff. I make. Alright. Check. Yep. Okay, so that's going to be it for this episode, episode number 4. Thank you for tuning in, Brandon. It makes these a lot more enjoyable when somebody's like here chatting the whole time. Like, it's kind of hit and miss on my Let's Plays if a lot of people show up. Like, I'll have nights where like there'll be like 4 or 5 people in here, and then other nights where there's like dead and nobody's here the whole time. So it makes it so much better when somebody's here and it's enjoyable. So keep an eye out. I know you're new to the channel, so I appreciate you watching. Make sure you drop a like if you didn't. I'm a variety streamer, kind of. So like a lot of the stuff I stream will be multiplayer and stuff with friends, but like I always try to have like a Let's Play I stay consistent with. Those are hard to commit to when they're kind of these one-off games, but when they're Assassin's Creed like this, or like mainstream, these are when like there's nights where like, hey, you want to go play like whatever game, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna play some more Assassin's Creed because it's so good. And that's kind of what this one's starting to become for me. So it's gonna be stuff. So like, I don't know what all you're into, so just you definitely don't have to. But the thing I would recommend, if you have a preference, is just click that notification bell down next to the subscribe so you can see a notification as to what I'm streaming. And basically, it's usually a multiplayer game, or if it's a Let's Play, it's going to be this one. And so I'll be streaming this a lot more. So if you're only interested in the Assassin's Creed, then you'll see when it's Assassin's Creed or not, and you can tune in. If you like watching other stuff, then I welcome you in. I appreciate you hanging out. I try to be as interactive as I can with the chat, so I always appreciate people that are here. Nonetheless, though, that's going to be it for this episode, and we will see you in the next one. Let me transition this over. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I definitely appreciate you hanging out. I'm loving the game so far. The game's been wonderful, but man, as soon as you can, I definitely recommend jumping on those old ones and playing them all through in order. The only one, and I really, because I love the series so much, I need to go back and play Syndicate. That's the only one I never beat because I like started it and I got like decent little bit into it. And I just could not get interested in it at all. But that's because that era of history just didn't really intrigue me. I didn't really care that much about it. But it's kind of like it's a me thing, not them thing. It doesn't mean the game was bad. And so, and a lot of people I heard like the characters in it because it's like a brother and sister in that one. But it's the only one I never really enjoyed that much. But I played every other one. As in 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, 4, Black Flag, which is the same thing, of course. And then after Black Flag, I believe it was, what is it? Not Syndicate. The one in Paris. Assassin's Creed. I cannot remember. Is the French Revolution game. That one was really good. I liked it a lot. Then Syndicate after that. Was not a big fan of Syndicate at all. Then it was Origins, I believe, after that. And then Odyssey. Origins and Odyssey are phenomenal. And then now Valhalla. So the only one I haven't played is Syndicate. They're all very, very, very good. I am really struggling with what the name of the one. And there's some offside ones, too, that were like last gen or stuff like that I never played. What is the one in Paris? In French Revolution one? I feel like it's something with an R. Assassin's Creed. That's bothering me now. I gotta look it up. I know it's like a click away from like figuring out what it actually is, but Assassin's Creed. I feel like it was an R. No, it wasn't. France. Unity, I think. Yeah, Unity. Unity, that's what it was. Yep, Assassin's Creed Unity. That one was fun too. They're all really good in their own right. Syndicate's the only one I never gave a chance, and I need to go back and play it eventually. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely greatly appreciate it, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!
The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. Losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation.